What's going on, guys? Jackson here with All Things Tech. Today we're talking about the Sony PS4. So by now you probably know that Sony released their PS4 yesterday, or talked about it. We didn't actually get to see a visible picture of the console yet, but we do get to know some of the specs. The processor is going to be a 8-core design featuring a A86 processor with 8 cores of processing. And it's going to be a dual core, so you're going to actually get 2 processors in there. One's going to handle the downloads and the sharing features, which I'll get to later. PS3's graphics card, on the other hand, is actually going to be a really powerful one, because if you're going to be playing those games, you probably need a pretty good GPU on it. But anyway, it's going to be a 2 teraflop design. It's around, I think it's actually 184 to be exact. That's some really good power. You can see on Sony's website they had a demonstration at the event. They did a 1 million particle simulation, and it handled that problem. The controller is completely redesigned. It's going to be the DualShock 4 controller. This is a completely redesigned, well, they call it completely redesigned. Just made the controller a little easier to hold. They added a touchpad at the front, which I think is going to be a really nice touch, and they kind of integrated Move into the controller a little bit. Kind of has some of the, it's got a whole new rumble feature. It's just got a ton of stuff that I'm really wanting to try out now. One game we did get to see at the event is Destiny. It's got the next series in the Killzone, and you can just see some of the visuals from this game. The visuals are just amazing. I mean, nothing the PS3 or Xbox could ever achieve. Now, whether they can stick with this, and we're not even going to see the full potential of the system until the future, somewhere around 5 years, until we can actually develop some more games and fully take advantage of the x86 processor. The next new feature kind of ties in with the controller a little bit. It's got a new sharing feature, so you can, when you're playing a game on the PS4, you can then transfer your game right over to your Vita. So if you're lucky enough to own a Vita, I don't have one because I don't play that much. I got an iPad, don't need it. And all you have to do is, if someone wants to watch TV in the room that you're playing the PS4 on, all you gotta do is transfer it right over to your Vita. It'll work seamlessly. Now, I really want to see this feature used more often, because I mean, Apple could do this with, if they ever come out with an iTV, you get games on it. This would be a really good feature that not only Apple could use, Sony uses, but I think Microsoft may take advantage of this in their Xbox 720. Now, like I said before, we didn't actually get a view of the console, which I was looking forward to actually seeing what it looked like, but we didn't get a price point either. Now, I'm really curious about the price. I think they're going to make it somewhere around $400, which, give or take, somewhere around there. It'll probably be pretty expensive starting off, so I'm going to hold off on getting it. I don't even know if I will get it, because it's going to be really expensive, and the downside is that none of the PS3 games will work on it. Yeah, and so you got that. And then back to another feature that doesn't really fit in any category. I just wanted to say it because I said it's just cover it at the beginning of the video. There's going to be 2 processors in the unit. You're going to get one that's going to handle all of the games, and you're also get one that's going to handle the downloads. Now, we haven't been told what this processor is, but all we know is that the 8-core processor is going to handle the gameplay of the games, and the other one's going to handle the downloads and the multimedia sharing stuff. So really, you don't have to rely on just that single processor to take care of all the daunting tasks. And the last rumor that I was going to clear up is there's nothing wrong about using used games. I know Sony was going to say something, not even Sony, but the Xbox 720 was going to have some feature where it would block used games. That's not true. And if the Xbox has that, Xbox is just going to go downhill. Because I already have a PS3, I love my PS3, and if Xbox implements the used games feature that blocks them, they're not going to do well, because most games I own now have been used. The last thing I wanted to say is there actually is a feature on it that I don't really know if I'm going to use it or like it too much. What it is by the games that you play, Sony will automatically download games for you. Now, from the PlayStation Store, I don't really know if this is going to be a killer feature for me, because downloading games takes up a crap load of bandwidth. If I'm uploading a video, someone else is playing PS3, we don't have enough bandwidth to do all the things at once. That's why I'm not sure if it's going to be a feature I'm going to like, and plus, if someone, say they come up with only a 4 GB system, and that features on, you're going to download a whole bunch of junk you don't want. So that pretty much wraps up my video on the PS4. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment down in the description what you think. This is Jackson with All Things Tech.